An executive order from Governor Glenn Youngkin seeks to remove Virginia from a program fighting pollution, that program called the Regional Greenhouse Gas Initiative. But the governor says the cost of participation that's being passed on to your power bills. News 3 reporter Brendan Ponton has been taking an in-depth look at these executive orders all this week. So, Brendan, what do folks need to know about this one?
Well, Kurt, the program is meant to reduce the amount of pollution in the air and helps fund projects here locally to fight flooding. But Governor Youngkin says the costs are skyrocketing and impacting your wallet. But the big question is, does he have this power? Flooding is a serious concern and major problem for us here in Hampton Roads. And recently, instead of waiting for federal dollars to fight it, Virginia was using proceeds from a program called the Regional Greenhouse Gas Initiative, known as RGGI.
It's a bad deal for Virginia.
But Governor Youngkin says any benefits do not outweigh the costs. He signed Executive Order number 9, which directs his administration to begin the process of removing Virginia from RGGI.
To take Virginia out of RGGI would be short-sighted.
Environmental groups like the Chesapeake Bay Foundation think this is the wrong move.
I think that this is in many ways, this RGGI and the debate about it comes down to a kitchen table issue, and is our region ready to deal with these rising waters?
Virginia has been in RGGI since the start of 2021. The way it works is there's a limit on how much carbon power plants can emit. To offset the pollution into the air, the power companies have to buy credits. If they cut the amount of carbon going into the air, the fewer credits they have to buy. The proceeds go to states like Virginia. In the order, Youngkin says, quote, the benefits of RGGI have not materialized while the costs have skyrocketed. Youngkin says the average Dominion energy bill has risen by $239 a month thanks to RGGI. Jacob Fish, the deputy state director with Americans for Prosperity Virginia, says any increase matters these days.
Especially at a time where we know inflation is continuing to be at record highs, and it's even more and more difficult to live within individuals' means. Having these top-down programs like RGGI make it harder for Virginians to continue to provide for themselves and their families.
STILES.
Still, Skip Stiles, the executive director of Wetlands Watch, a group whose aim is to protect Virginia's wetlands, says proceeds from RGGI have already made their way into Hampton Roads and are being used for important projects to fight flooding. He says his organization found it's going to cost $40 billion to help fix the flooding problem in the region.
I don't see a solution to this very large, very expensive problem without the state finding money somewhere.
The day one game plan is going into motion.
There's also the question of whether Youngkin actually has the power to do this. Virginia joined RGGI as part of a law passed in the General Assembly. Nate Benferrato, a senior attorney at the Southern Environmental Law Center, says Youngkin does not have the authority to take Virginia out of RGGI on his own.
If the current administration wants to remove Virginia from RGGI, well, then it needs to pass a new law. And obviously, we don't think that is the right approach for Virginia, but that's the right process.
In response to a question about whether Youngkin has the authority, his team just said he's following through on a promise he made after being elected. His executive order is, in effect, instructing his administration to move forward with developing a regulation to remove Virginia from RGGI, as those who agree with him want to see a long-term solution.
We definitely support the idea of pulling out of RGGI. We think the executive order is a great first step, but we'd love for that to be actually a legislative solution.
Important debate resulting from Youngkin's executive orders as the first week of his administration begins to wrap up. I'm Brendan Ponton, News 3.